Okay, so welcome to today's talk, and we will talk today about the coffee family. And till now, we have been talking about the repertory, the materia medica, case taking, and now we'll start studying a little bit about some advanced ideas which have come in last 20 years by a lot of newer homeopaths. So from Kent, Farrington, Dunham, Hahnemann, we go to the newer generation homeopaths like Sankaran, Sholton, Jacob, all these people, and how they have formed a newer idea. And then we'll try to connect both ideas together, the old and the new. So we'll talk today about the coffee family, and let's try to understand it step by step. So coffee belongs to the Rubiaceae family. Which are the other remedies you can think of in Rubiaceae is Coffea, China, China Ars, China Sulph, Ipecac. So let's try to study it from the repertory. So if we study the rubric, plans makes many. And if you see plans makes many in the evening, plans make many at night, you will see interestingly, it has all the remedies from the coffee family. It has China given by Hahnemann, China Sulph given by Kent, and China given by Nair, Coffea given by Kent. First, you have to understand what this rubric means. Plans makes many, which means that the person keeps on making big ideas, but only at night. Night is a time when you relax. So when relaxing, this person makes plans. Theorizing at night, again similar. Makes theories, ऐसा करेंगे, वैसा करेंगे at night. Again, you see China and Coffea. Another interesting rubric from this family is pleasant surprises aggregate. So even if you tell them, oh, tomorrow I'm going to gift you a new Mercedes Benz, they will start getting palpitation. They can't sleep at night. They'll get so restless, so anxious, so crazy, excited. So you see surprise is pleasant. You'll see Coffea, you see China. Interesting. The other very interesting rubric in this family of Rubiaceae is desire indefinite. So, too many desires. They can't even imagine the kind of desires they have. This is typical for the Ipecac child. Ipecac child will have so many desires, they can't even tell you what all they want. So, what we see till now here is very active mind, lot of ideas, lot of plans, lot of thoughts, and wanting lot of things, lot of desires. Let's go a little further. In China, Materia Medica Pura Hahnemann says, he makes a number of grand plans for the future. He makes many plans, thinks over their accomplishments, many ideas, force themselves upon him at once. And he has many ideas where many ideas undertake to carry out all sort of things. Builds castles in the air, and he has a number of plans in his head which he greatly desires to carry into execution. So a lot of ideas, lot of scheming ideas. This will go on in the mind. And because of these ideas, there might be sleeplessness. So you can't sleep at night. Ideas, thoughts, sleeplessness. Again, you see here China and Coffea. Where does these ideas come from? So these ideas comes from a lot of reading. So reading is one of the very important things of this family. Reading desire for China. In fact, in Kent, the main rubric is a read desire to be. So in fact, if you put reading desire for and writing desire for, you'll find only one remedy, that's China. So plans many, again you see China's son. Now let's try to understand more what happens in excitement. In excitement, there's a very interesting rubric by China, blood filled after agreeable surprise. What is an agreeable surprise? Something that makes him happy. You see China. You can imagine the excitement when you do excitement. So surprised that there's going to be blood on the mouth. Very interesting that Hahnemann, in fact, the first remedy that he proved was China. In a way, it was his story. He had many ideas, many thoughts about the new science, but he faced a lot of resistance. People attacked him, persecuted him because of his ideas. And he wrote a lot, he read a lot. So interesting to find Hahnemann in China. So a lot of activity in the brain. This is very important for this family. Activity with sleeplessness is also typically of Coffea. But especially creative activity. It won't be just fruitlessly busy like Apis. Along with this idea of activity of the mind, too many thoughts, there's also a lot of ecstasy. It's like a drug-like state, you know. When you have a coffee, you get a kick. A lot of strong desires for different tastes, tobacco, sex, drugs. Many patients who require remedy from this family are drug addicts. So what is common between Coffea and China? A lot of activity, sleeplessness, a lot of joy, and stimulants. So coffee is a stimulant. Interesting. So we see a connection of a lot of ideas, thoughts, but a lot of stimulation. With stimulation, there is a lot of excitement, a lot of sleeplessness, and more stimulants and more desire. So there's a lot of desire, stimulants, activity, excessive joy. Excessive joy. This is Coffea. And what happens due to joy is also very interesting, is that they kind of stimulate them. And when they joy, there's a lot of joy, there might be pathological symptoms like convulsions. You can see it, convulsions from laughing. A lot of ideas, a lot of stimulations. So now let us see the other remedies in the family also. A lot of desires. This is Ipecac. Too many thoughts. This is Coffea tosta. Michela repens. This also is another remedy for urination. Wandering thoughts. Yogi Binam. This also is aphrodisiac. So you can imagine the excited sexuality. This typically shows the Rubiaceae family. Desire for a lot of stimulation, tobacco, alcohol, sex. Too many ideas, too many plans, air castles, ye karna hai, wo karna hai, too many thoughts. Extreme activity mentally, innovation, excitement, delight, creativity. And there are many remedies in this family. Ipecac, China sulph, China salicylicum, yohimbinum, gallium, China ars, Coffea. And this is the main sensation, genius of this family. Lot of ideas, overstimulation, many desires, many ideas, tobacco, sex, drugs, joy. And passive may be something, a lot of dullness. This is what happens to China. After diarrhea, there is fatigue. So also now you can put them into some miasm category, which I will talk to you at some point about miasm. You see, caffeine is one of the remedies, acute miasm. Ipecac is given in typhoid. Coffea in tubercular miasm. Gallium in cancer. So these are just some ideas and you can write to me about it.